Hello, my beautiful darlings. This is Dr. V. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we're going to go in deep on if your person, your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, are you on their mind? And if so, what are they thinking and feeling about you at this time? We're going to go in deep. We're going to get you some clarity. We're also going to take a look at, what is their current energy right now in their life's journey? What are they going through? We're going to look at what would they say to you from their higher self. And then we're going to close it out with just some ideas of the future energies of this connection. What do they want to do next? What actions may they take towards you and this connection? So if you're new to this channel, so happy to have you here. Make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. And there's a very important reason why. I really do believe that this is my life's calling. This is my absolute passion and purpose, this work that I do to support the Live Tarot community globally. And I do believe deeply that it is an energy exchange. So when you join this beautiful global family, you all know who you are. I want to give a big shout out of love to all of you who have been watching my readings for a long time, who've been part of the community, who, always like, share, and leave comments and support one another on your journeys, as well as supporting me and sending me so much love. Thank you. My hands are folded in the deepest of gratitude to all of you. And like I said, this is an energy exchange. So when you subscribe and you become part of this community, I can tap into your energy so much more powerfully, and I can give you the best possible reading that I can for a general reading, right? So take the messages as they resonate for you and leave the rest. But if you would like to have specific guidance on your journey, you can have a personal reading with me, or you can also order any of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you and to give you more clarity and guidance at home. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into your choices today. So today it's going to be a pick a goddess reading. So I have chosen 3 goddesses here for you. You can pick number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can pick all of them and take the messages that resonate for you. So for our beautiful group 1, we have Ixchel, Medicine Woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. For group number 2, we have Kali, Endings and Beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. And for group number 3, we have Mat, Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So go ahead and make your selection, and we are going to get started here with group number 1. For our beautiful group number 1 who chose Ixchel, Medicine Woman, here is your reading. Let's take a look at what your person is thinking about you. We're going to start off here with getting their current energy. So for our beautiful group 1 spirit, can you please tell us what is your person's current energy? Where are they in their life's journey at the moment? Is there anything in particular that we need to know, especially for those of us who may be in some form of struggle or separation with little to no contact, right? And we want to know more about what is going on here. Okay, so my beautiful group 1. New moon in Pisces, attune to the divine. Okay, this is good. I feel like this is a very positive opening here for your person. They are definitely starting to see the light. When I see this idea of attuning to the divine, the energy that I get from this is that your person is really embarking upon a new phase in their life, one that is much more about about awakening the deeper aspects of themselves. I feel like up till now, your person may have led a life that may have been a bit more on the material side of life, and that's okay. I mean, we're all on a journey, right? Like, you know, some of us come to source and spirit and our internal journey sooner in life than others, right? Some of us have other challenges that we have to go through. Some of us have other karmic cycles that we're going through. So it's all good. You know, there's no such thing as rushing or, you know, wanting to speed up ahead or anything like that. We're all in our own lane, focusing on our own development. So what I love about your person here is that I feel like they're coming to a stage in life now where they are much more ready for deeper resonance, okay? Deeper resonance with spirit, with divinity, with the soul that is within them, with their higher calling and with spirit. Now, this may not be the fastest process, but I feel like something within them has been ignited towards the divine. So this can also include aspects of your person where it's like they're opening up and awakening to deeper connections in their life, whereas before they met you and before they have been on this particular cycle, they may have been more kind of preoccupied with more casual relationships. They may have never really dug deep or gotten very intimate or truly deep and close with people in their past. In other relationships, they may have been just super comfortable with having more of like a surface level relationship, and that was okay for them. But I feel like now there's this energy, there's this new energy coming through that has a lot to do with your connection to them as well, that it is now, you know, inspiring them. It is like becoming a catalyst for the opening up of something deeper for your person, something that is much more rich. So they're like embarking upon a journey in experiencing deeper and richer experiences in life, not just with you, but also in other aspects, like deeper friendships, deeper, you know, connection to their work or their life's purpose. So there's a beautiful energy here of an emergence of awakening, which I'm really, really loving for your person and for you, because I feel like it's going to really affect your relationship in a good way. So in terms of, are you on their mind? Yes. Yes, because this person is starting to awaken. So if they have not been fully aware or fully invested in this connection, maybe they have been distracted by other things, they're starting to become more attuned. So yes, our first answer is yes, you are on their mind. Now let's go deeper. We have Magic Isis. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay. So I know many of you will ask, because I always get questions about which decks I'm using. So this, because I wanted to keep the spirit of goddesses for this reading. So we have, this is the Goddess Tarot, for those of you who I know will be curious. So this is really beautiful energy. Now this is the Magician. Okay. This is the Magician's energy. So this is why I'm saying, look at the beauty of this. To me, this is a really beautiful confirmation of this energy right here, because when you combine this attuned to the divine energy with the energy of the Magician here with Isis, this is definitely the energy of wishing to, you know, connect deeper to the divine, and from that place manifest new and different things. I'm also getting very much an energy here of your person and their heart and their mind and their intellect just really going through a major opening process. Okay, there's like a lot of energy of things being opened up, because I do feel that up until now there was this, you know, they were really kind of stuck in a Four of Pentacles energy, which is much more of a closed off energy. You know, up till now I feel like your person may have been very distracted, quiet, subdued. You may have even felt that they keep putting distance between the two of you. Like just when you get closer, they distance themselves. They may have been taking like 2 steps forward and 1 step back in this connection. And I think that has a lot to do with their comfort level, right? We already know that maybe in the past, they've been a bit more comfortable with more maybe superficial or casual or maybe only just skin deep kind of relationships. Now in meeting you and falling in love with you and seeing a greater vision here, 10 of Pentacles, okay? So something about you opened up their vision to what is possible beyond more of these casual types of relationships. So I think that they were very kind of afraid of this vision that they saw when they met you, this 10 of Pentacles, because this is all about, wow, I could settle down with you. I could build a family or a home or, some sort of very, very committed life, like literally like being with you every single day. Like, wow, I have never felt like this before. I want to wake up to you every single day. This 10 of Pentacles is to me is very much visceral. It's very much about the concrete and the tangible. It's literally the perspective of, oh my gosh, I want to wake up every morning and see your face. I want to wake up every morning and feel your body next to me. I want to wake up every morning and be able to hold you and touch you and cuddle with you as we build this life. So I feel like, up till now, your person was kind of very held back from those kind of beliefs. They were very held back from those kind of energies. They tended to hoard their energy and hoard themselves. Like they didn't give of themselves that much. 4 of Pentacles, they were kind of used to holding back. And I feel like they never really had to give more because the partners that they chose in the past were okay with your person holding back. They never really challenged or asked your person for more in the relationship. And because they never challenged or asked for more, your person never felt like they really needed to give more until they met you. And this is why I feel like until they met you, they were very used to, being on the easy street of relationships. They were used to like not putting in too much effort, getting whatever they wanted. They were a little bit spoiled by past partners, like sometimes past partners can spoil you by not really challenging you to expand or, growing with you or having the mindset of we are in this together. We're going to grow this connection, this relationship together by expanding and becoming better and better and bringing our best to the relationship. I feel like your person never really, nobody they were with before ever kind of gave them that opportunity or asked them to stretch to that level. So they were kind of used to this 4 of Pentacles energy. But now I feel like with you, they're seeing the 10, okay? Like the jump to the 4 to the 10 is really big. And I feel like that came from you. This was where they were at. This was their past. And then in meeting you, connecting with you, getting to know you, falling in love with you, they jump from that 4 to the 10 and they wish to manifest something differently now. So I'm going to get some clarification here. I want to see can we clarify here, Spirit? What does your person wish to manifest exactly with this Magician's energy? What exactly are they looking to manifest with you and this connection? What are they thinking? What is on their mind about you and this magic and this Magician's energy? Wow. Okay. So here's the thing. Again, see, I feel like this is the thing. Your person is really trying to get out of the old way of thinking, the way that they used to be before meeting you. Because see, look at this. This Magician is clarified by the 9 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so this tells us all cups energy, which is really, really interesting here. This tells us that your person is a lot more emotional than you may think they are. Like they may come across to you as somebody who's much more practical with all this Pentacles energy. They may seem like, I just go by what's practical, what's grounded. I'm very logical, like blah, 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 right? But underneath that facade, there is a lot of emotion brewing under that surface. I feel like with this 5 of Cups energy, it's like they have been disappointed in the past, even though they may act like they've had casual relationships and they did have those relationships. Even so, when those ended, it still affected them. It still made them feel like, well, this shouldn't be so hard. Like, it's not even like there was anything, big going on here, but why did it still have to end? Why did it still feel disappointing or dissatisfying? See, with this Five of Cups, they've been through more grief than they're willing to let on. Okay, they've been through more sadness than they're willing to admit to you or to anybody else. And so that's why with this Nine of Cups, I think before they met you, they were very much just kind of working on their own happiness. They were very focused on getting over some of these Five of Cups energies, right? They wanted to find their center again. They wanted to find their balance again. They wanted to find their sense of contentment again. Because they were starting to strive for something better than the Seven of Cups. So your person's had a lot of options in the past with the Seven of Cups energy, right? And they've exercised those options. This is somebody who definitely has experience in relationships, but not necessarily the experience that you would want to have. As in, I feel like their past is really full of a lot of emotional disappointments that they really do hide from other people as well as from you. Okay, so they think about you, are very much on their mind. They think about you all the time, especially if this is a separation. But there's definitely things about their emotional life that you are not fully yet aware of. And it's this, right? Like they're kind of embarrassed. They're shy and embarrassed to kind of, admit that they've had a lot of emotional disappointment in the past, that they've, really struggled with their emotions in the past. And that's why they tend to be a little bit more conservative, a little bit more hoarding of their energy, wanting to hold back. And so that may be something that you're seeing them go through again right now. Like, when they're hurt, when they're disappointed, they withdraw. Okay, so they may have withdrawn and they're trying to find their equilibrium here. But they do understand that it's time to open up some of these more difficult emotions. It's time to, come clean about the fact that there is a lot of feeling that goes on for your person beneath the surface. Okay, so it's interesting. Look at this. We're getting some very interesting energies here that have to do with business and finances. So for some of you, that might also be an issue here. For some of you, your person may be distracted right now by certain financial constraints that they are experiencing. That may be another reason why they're trying to kind of find their balance again. Nine of Cups. They're trying to find, some sort of emotional, financial, life satisfaction here. There may be certain issues that they need to resolve. With this, I'm getting the energy because we're getting business and Venus. So to me, this is about love and business. So I feel like for some of you, you may have met at work. You may have been coworkers, you may still be coworkers, or you may have known each other through some sort of business, entrepreneurial, or career community, like either tangentially, like maybe on the, like maybe indirectly. But there's something here where it's like mixing business with pleasure, mixing business with love. That might have been an issue. For some of you may have had a business together. That's not for everybody, but for some of you may have, gotten very close. You may be really on the same page with a lot of these things, and you may have had desires or dreams of actually working together, working in the same place, or building your own company or business together. But there's been definitely constraints that have come with that. So I feel like that may be another reason why you guys may be distant from one another at this time. For some of you, it's not that, it's that your person has certain kinds of issues, again, coming from this Pentacles energy, because see, we see here that they really want to have this tangible, beautiful, real life with you. And if they're going through financial hardship right now, that is not a dream that is easy to achieve, because Ten of Pentacles is really about that practical life. Like, you have a home, you have family, you have assets, you have things in life that you're building towards. You may have a business, right? So this is something that's also really important to them and may be jeopardized in some way right now. See, because we're getting 7 heavenly virtues, keys to goodness. So it's like they want to bring the goodness back into this connection, and they are feeling the pressure of time. So for some of you, if there's been some sort of a stepping back energy, a separation energy, they're definitely feeling very lost without you. They're feeling like as each day goes by, they're missing you more and more. You're constantly on their mind, but they also feel the clock pressure or the time pressure of resolving some of these issues that are also cramping their style right now. I feel like there may be a certain number of decisions that can be made here, and they may be feeling a little bit confused also with the Seven of Cups energy, right? Like there may be various different paths that they can take, but they're having a hard time figuring out which one is going to bring the best resolution. So that might be another reason why they are struggling right now in coming forward, or struggling in how to communicate properly with you at this time, because they do want to do the right thing. We're getting virtue and goodness. Okay, so this person has the intentions to do the right thing. They don't want to mess this up. They don't want to hurt you or disappoint you further in any way than they already have. So I feel like your person is feeling very stressed right now about whatever this issue is between the two of you. It's like they want to resolve it, and they're looking for a greater resolution that encompasses your relationship, as well as whatever are the maybe some of these other side issues that may be keeping them kind of stuck or out of touch at this time. So I just pulled some specific messages, and I'm going to pull some next actions or future energies between you and this person. What can we expect, Spirit? What can we expect next? Wow, look at that. Yeah, see? So definitely there's been a pausing energy here, but look at this. I mean, they see you as their soulmate, okay? They still see you as their soulmate. There is definitely some sort of a pausing energy that has happened here. There may be some inaction going on right now. It seems like there's definitely some sort of a, like a struggle, a lack of communication, more of this withholding or holding back kind of energy. But the good thing though is that as they are doing that, at least we have this attuning to the divine. At least we have this energy of, I am working on myself. And look, see, look at this message. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve, right? So that's very much about this, attuning to the divine, working on yourself, trying to get to that next level. Also trying to be happy in and of themselves, because I feel like your person is also very much thinking, if I'm unhappy, and I've been going through these issues, whether it's financial, whether it's, business related, all these things, they almost feel like if they themselves are very unhappy or miserable or not doing well, what could they possibly have to offer to you, right? They feel like they don't want to offer you rocks. Like, they don't want to offer you anything other than the best, like what you deserve to receive. Because I do feel that they very much love you. They very much appreciate you. See, I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. Now, this may be for some of you, take this as it resonates, because it's not for everybody. This may be for some of you who maybe some time has passed here. And, the more time passes, the more it becomes difficult to reach out, like without like feeling like you are just being, pathetic, right? I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. So for some of you, there may have been a real break here, but your person really feels that they made the wrong decision, okay? And I feel like there may have been a break here from this energy right here of them trying to move on, because it has something to do with these issues. Like there's some sort of a financial, familial, maybe even like an ex-spouse, some sort of financial obligation or something that your person cannot resolve or get out of. So they've decided to, not waste your time. Okay, this is also the energy of I don't want to waste your time unless I have my ducks in a row. So the good thing though is that your person is definitely trying to work on this. Okay, they're trying to resolve this issue so that they can come back to you with a more solid, good offer. All right, so let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next one. Beautiful group 2 who chose Kali, here is your reading. So we're going to start off here by getting your person's current energy. So for our beautiful group 2 Spirit, what is your person's current energy? Where are they in their life's journey at the moment? And this is going to be especially useful for those of you who are in struggle or separation, right? You may have little to no contact. You may want to know, what is going on with your person at this time. So let's get you some clarity first. What is going on in your person's life journey at the moment? What is their current energy, Spirit? Wow, first quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. I love this. Wow, what a beautiful energy coming from your person. This is a really good opening, and I just love, let me show you how beautiful this card is. Like, it just has such beautiful colors. It's very soothing. It's like, I also love how like you have this, yin yang energy of the light and the dark. So I feel like your person may have been struggling with some of this darkness or some of this sense of like disempowerment, but now the light is coming and slowly it's going to engulf all of this darkness. And look, I love this figure right here that is dancing. Look at this beautiful dancing figure. So this is beautiful because this shows me that your person is really coming into their own. Look at this. They are starting to feel the vibrance and the empowerment of life. They're starting to really step into their own power. They're starting to step into their own body. I'm getting also a really strong energy here that for some of you, not maybe for everybody, but for some of you, your person may have had some issues with their health. They may have had some sort of issues with their body, like maybe, an injury that they've struggled to kind of heal from, They may have a bad back. They may have something here where I feel like it's for some of you, your person has definitely been disempowered by that. It's something that may be some sort of a chronic issue that they struggle with. But what it does is that it really kind of brings down their mood, because when you oftentimes when you have chronic pain, like back pain or old injuries or whatever it is, it's very hard mentally to deal with that kind of, emotional, physical pain on a daily basis. So I do feel that for some of you, not all of you, your person, they're a wonderful person, but sometimes they can get moody because of certain types of wounds that they may be carrying from the past. Now, for some of you, this moodiness can also even come from emotional wounds that they carry in their body. So it doesn't have to be just like physical wounds. Sometimes we have, PTSD, right? Like past traumas that we're dealing with emotionally, and we carry that pain or we carry that fear or that sense of disempowerment or that sense of, feeling weak and vulnerable within our body. And then our body responds by hurting in different places, right? But this is a really beautiful opening energy. I'm loving this for your person because I feel like they are now stepping into a new place. They're really becoming very proactive about, improving their health emotionally, physically, and really starting to feel freedom emotionally, physically, and in every way in their body particularly. Okay, that's a really beautiful energy. Let's go deeper. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Temptation, the Devil. And we have here the Sun. Wow. Okay, so interesting combination here. I know most people will be asking me this question. I always get questions on what decks you're using. So in staying with the goddess theme today, this is the Goddess Tarot, in case you're wondering. That's what this tarot deck is. So look at this very contrasting combination we have here. And what I'm feeling here is that this 6 of Pentacles is kind of that middle energy. Like I feel like there is a push and pull. It's almost like I'm seeing the image of a tug of war, okay? Like a rope that's being tugged in 2 directions. One is the direction of the devil, one is the direction of the sun. And in between, we have this 6 of Pentacles. And so what that tells me is that one of the things in terms of, are you on this person's mind? Are you on your person's mind? Yes, very much so. Because, first of all, when they were with you, or even if they're still with you now, but there's some sort of like, I'm sensing like some sort of a breakdown in communication. Whether or not you're in separation, there's definitely a struggle. There's some sort of breakdown. Your person may not have been fully telling you, or they may have not been wanting to fully say the extent of what they were trying to heal from, whether it's emotionally or physically. So I feel like the reason why we're getting these very opposing energies, because this devil's energy is a very dark energy, right? It's definitely a pulling towards this, right? Like, so when you are one of the greatest characteristics of the devil's energy is feeling a physical binding. And usually on the devil card in many tarot decks, you will see the devil sitting there in the middle, and you'll see two figures on either sides of each other at his feet in chains. They're physically bonded, right? Like their physical bodies are being controlled by the devil. Okay, so this is why I find it so interesting that we got this, because I feel like your person definitely does feel that whatever has been binding them, whether it's emotional issues or physical issues, emotional wounds, physical wounds, or the combination of both, they feel that that has been the devil's energy. It has really blocked the free flow of energy in their life. And because of that, they right now are truly regretting that they haven't been able to give you the relationship you deserve. It robs them of reciprocity. It robs them of being able to give. So this is why I'm saying you are very much on their mind, because all they're thinking about is the fact that you gave so much to them and they were not able to reciprocate or give back to you in the same way. Why? Because part of whatever this is they have some sort of toxic or codependent people, situations, past, or behavior that they are grappling with. And this is why I'm saying there's opposing energies here. And they're literally thinking and feeling at this time that it's like if they were to finally let go of the influence of this devil, and they were able to be reciprocal with you, they were able to step up and give you that which you deserve, then they would be back in this sun's energy. And I think this is what they truly want. This is the happiness, the peace, the love, the nurturing, the light that they are seeking to come into with you out of this darkness. And it's the same thing here. To me, this darkness here represents this devil's energy right there. And this light, even though this is a moon, but to me, it does represent the light that is coming through from the sun. Right? So very powerful forces at play here, very powerful energies at play here. And I think what I like about this a lot is that your person is definitely very motivated. Okay. They're very, very motivated to turn the tide. Okay. Because we're seeing this stepping into your power. This stepping into your power is the antidote to the poison of the devil. I mean, the devil keeps you disempowered, keeps you enslaved to other things, right? So in order to step into your power, you step away from the devil's energy, you knock off the devil, now you're stepping into who you truly are and who you are meant to be. And now they can give equally to you. And hopefully they can be back crawling into your good graces here, because the sun is also about positivity. Like, they want you to see them in a positive way, because I do feel for some of you, this is not for everybody, you because of this devil's energy and because of how it's been playing out in your relationship, you may have started to see this person negatively. Not that you want to see them negatively, you wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, and you did. You may have given them many options to show you how good and wonderful they are, but this devil's energy may have really robbed you of this opportunity. And so this is why I feel like part of what your person is truly wanting right now in the way that they are thinking about you, the way that you are in their thoughts, I feel like a lot of what they want right now is to, change your opinion of them. Okay. I feel like they are ashamed. They are embarrassed of some sort of bad impression that they have made upon you. and they want to clean that up. They don't want you to think badly of them. They want to be back in the sun's energy with you. Okay, so let's go deeper here. Yeah, oh wow, yeah, see? Absolutely. Yeah. Let's see, what else are they thinking? Oh, see? Definitely. Look at this beautiful energy. I love this, okay? This to me shows us, confirms to us the power of your person's inspiration. They are inspired, they are motivated, they are determined, because this temple's path is literally, again, another antidote to the poison of the devil. These are opposing energies again here. Because the temple path is about turning away from the devil, turning away from that which enslaves you or controls you, that which are negative energies, negative people or situations or negative states of being, whether they are in your physical body or whether they are in your emotional body. Either way, it is a path outwards, away, turning your back to the devil and its negative temptations, right? So the temple path is the only way to work yourself out of this devil's energy. And this temple path is all about the divine, right? It's all about empowering yourself through the awakening of the source within you. Look at this beautiful light. To me, again, this is all about, we're getting light 3 times here. We're getting it here to dispel the darkness of the devil here. We're getting it through the sun card right here. And now we're getting it through these beautiful lights all around here, the way this temple is lit up. Look at the beauty of that. Like, it's like your person is awakening into the light. They are finding their balance. And look at this knowledge. They're also seeking knowledge. That's also part of the temple path, right? The temple path is the spiritual path through divine teachers. Look at that. To the knowledge of who you really are, of the fact that you are a powerful soul, that you have spirit and source with you, guiding you, behind you, in front of you at all times. And this is so beautiful. Your person is seeking to learn, expand, learn more about themselves, learn more about why they've been in this devil's energy. Like, what is it about this energy that has been keeping them stuck, right? That's another way to get out of the devil's energy. Seek knowledge, seek understanding of where you are and why you got there, so that you know how to get to where you want to go, so that you can figure out your path. Part of it is also balance, right? So I feel for many of you, your person may have been out of balance for a very long time. And that's why we're getting this energy especially. And of course, when you are out of balance, when you are in this devil's energy, obviously it's also going to show up in your body. And your body is going to feel out of balance as well, right? So we have a lot of beautiful energy here that to me is just working very powerfully together. Because look, we even have believe. So this to me, again, is about that temple path, right? The belief that comes from knowing that you are much more than you thought you were. Okay, so let's do some clarification here. I want to clarify this devil's energy. I want to know more about what is going on with this devil. And what does this have to do with the way your person is thinking of you? Like, you are on their mind, right? What are they thinking? And what does it have to do with this devil's energy? Please give us that answer, Spirit. What is the correlation here between your person, you know, thinking of you, you being on their mind, and this devil's energy? We have the Hangman, the 3 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. Wow. All right. So here we have it. This devil's energy is clarified by the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the Hanging Man. Okay, so these are the reasons why. These are the elements that your person is dealing with and trying to resolve at this time. Now, for some of you, I'm getting a specific message, not for everybody. There may be a third party involved here, and that may be another reason why we're having this devil's energy, okay? Your person may be very much, being pulled in different directions between you and another situation here. Now, as I always say, a third party doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic third party. It can be any kind of third party situation that is obstructing this connection or is becoming an obstacle that is, putting your person in a very negative space. Putting them in an energy of temptation, not knowing which way to go. And the more that tension is building, the more they're feeling it in their body. That's why I'm saying they may be experiencing some sort of deep amount of stress that is like, becoming like, pain in their body, headaches, bad health. I keep getting that energy. They also are, with this devil's energy, a lot of it also has to do with their own ego and their need to, to come out on top. Like they really do want to win this. Like they have this very like winner's mentality. Like, like I want to, no matter how difficult this is getting right now, I need to win the situation. And, I need to realize that before I started seeking this temple path, as I'm starting to balance, there is no room here for false ego and false pride. That false ego and false pride and that need to either control or dominate really does come from the devil's energy, right? This is an energy, this is a low vibrational energy. So that's another thing that your person is trying to resist. But see, up till now, they definitely had been kind of on the fence about it with this Hanged Man's energy. Like, not wanting to give up some of these routine behaviors, these behaviors, these perspectives that they've become very accustomed to, that they've become very, that it's become like second nature to them. And so it's hard, like if you've become accustomed to these, if you become accustomed to those kind of behaviors or those kind of perspectives, especially when they're really deeply ingrained in you as the devil's energy can be, it really does take a lot of effort to get out of it, right? It takes a lot of effort to even motivate yourself to say, okay, I'm not going to be caught between these two cycles anymore. It's time for me to really make a choice here. And that choice is to bring more balance, is to seek knowledge, right? And it's to really know yourself better. So that's the part where I do feel that your person is trying to practice more positive and transformational perspectives, and to try to take action towards them so that they can lift themselves out of that devil's energy. So I'm going to pull some specific messages from that, and then I'm going to pull some future actions or like future energies between the two of you. What do they want to do, or what do they seek to do next here? Yeah, see? Oh my gosh, we're getting balance and vibration again, right? After we just talked about the low vibrational energies. Wow. All right. So this makes a lot of sense. Your person is definitely trying to come out of these lower vibrational energies for sure. And they're going to, if they haven't already, if you've been in some sort of a separation, they're going to come back to you seeking that balance. They're going to try to create that space. Right? They're going to try to create a sacred space between the two of you so that they can rebalance this situation, because we're getting balance here twice. So this tells me, along with the devil's energy, that they have definitely lost their balance somewhere along the way. Now, for some of you, this really does have to do with a third party situation, the loss of balance. But for some of you, it's not that. It's other things, right? So it's a combination depending on your situation. But they're definitely struggling with these lower vibrational energies, right? And that's where that devil's energy is kind of looming there. So it's really going to take a lot of inspiration, a lot of balancing, a lot of effort and healing and self-awareness here, a lot of personal empowerment. But I feel like those energies are coming through so strongly here, right here. If you look at this section of the energies, I feel like it is like, it's showing just how deeply motivated and inspired your person is to make that happen, right? To to really step into this new power, to really utilize the sun's energy here, right? And to really do things differently than they ever have before. But I feel like Spirit is also saying to you to really watch their behavior. You know, don't take them if they come back to you and only say things and say, okay, you know, use their words to show you that they intend to do things differently, or they've come to a new realization or understanding. I feel like Spirit is saying, make sure that you look at their actions, okay, not their words, right? Their actions then must match their words. We can't just take them at word value. Okay, we can't just believe every word they say. We need to see concrete action. We need to see change. We need to see concrete balance. Okay, see, I'm still trying to find a place for myself. See, so this is the energy of somebody who's still trying to find themselves, right? I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. So these are the tentative energies that some of you are dealing with. See, it's easier being with someone from my world. So this to me is about the third party situation, right? Some of you are dealing with that third party situation. This comes from that. And that also comes directly from that devil's energy, where it's like you are living low vibration, and it's easier to be with other people who are also low vibration, more like this devil's energy, right? So for some of you, your person struggles with that. They struggle finding balance from that. And for some of you, again, take these as they resonate. They are specific. They don't, you know, they're not for everybody. But see, there's also some confusion. For some of you, your person trying to get out of this energy. But I do feel that for many of you, for most of you, your person really is trying. But like I said, it's going to be important. It's going to be very important for you to watch their behavior and see the behavioral shifts before you actually say, yes, you know, I want to be with you. I want to move this forward. Okay, so let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. I love you guys. I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose Mott. Here is your reading. So we're going to start off with getting your person's current energy. So it's going to be very useful for those of you who are in some form of struggle or separation, right? You may have little to no contact. You want to know what's going on in your person's energy, in their life, in their journey. So Spirit, for our beautiful group 3, please tell us, what is your person's current energy? Ooh. So we had 2. That's interesting. We had 2 fly out, so we're going to take them. Release control and believe in your good luck. Very interesting. And it's interesting how they kind of go together, right? So if you release control and you also believe that there is, if you were to surrender or release control of things, then you have to believe that there's good things coming to you from that surrender, that there's good luck, that there's blessings, there's all kinds of positivity coming from you. If you would just almost like let the universe choose for you instead of you trying to control every aspect of it. So I find that very interesting. This to me is very much an energy coming from your person about now, you know, starting to open up or release kind of like almost like this death grip they have on life, you know. I feel like maybe your person may be somebody who is a very assertive, opinionated person. They like to have things their way, or they have certain opinions on how they want things to be, and how they want things to play themselves out. And so I feel like they're starting to realize that if they want to have a very deep, meaningful, amazing connection, relationship with you, they're going to have to surrender a little bit. Like they're going to have to, you know, compromise more. They're going to have to be a bit more understanding. They're going to have to be a little less, holding on to their own opinions and become more open to your opinion, your perspective, become more open to seeing where the flow of life takes them instead of trying to control the direction at every corner, right? So this is very much an expansive energy. It's an energy of like, like you've been, at it intensely for so long. You've been holding on, trying to manipulate, trying to control, trying to maneuver life for so long that it has exhausted you. And now you're getting to a point where you realize, what would happen if I just kind of let it go? What would happen if I just surrendered and just went with the flow? And it's like this sense of like this, beautiful energy of ease that's coming in, like, oh my gosh, I can breathe again. I feel like I can move again. Like I was starting to feel so constricted. This is your person, right? Like the more you try to control, the more constricted the energy comes. The more you surrender, the more free flowing energy. And I feel like they're starting to really understand the difference, and they're starting to try to do something different and try to release that control and try to come into a better place, because you are on their mind. And I feel like if there's been a struggle or separation, the reason for that has been because of this constricting energy. You may have felt that this person is just too intense. Like they just are too much needing to have things their way, or they're just too intense in their opinions or in their in their perspective. It's almost like they want you to think the way they do, but they don't want to understand that everybody has the right to think and feel for themselves. So I feel like one of the lessons they're learning from whatever struggle or separation they may have gone through with you is this lesson, and it's helping them to open up. So let's go deeper here. We have sacrifice, which is the hanged man. See, there you go. Not surprising. We have beginnings, which is the fool. Major arcana here, big spiritual lessons. And we have wow, power, which is the emperor. Oh my gosh. All major arcana, major spiritual lessons being learned here by your person. Look at this, 3 major arcana. And I know I always get this question from you guys. What tarot deck am I using? In order to stay with the theme of goddesses today, this is the Goddess Tarot. Okay, for those of you who are curious, as you always are. So look at this. Look at this. I mean, between the Hanged Man, the Emperor, and the Fool, your person definitely, especially if you're in separation, especially if they have lost you for now, it may be temporary, but if you have stepped back from them, it's been a rough call. I mean, it's been rough for them because you are constantly on their mind. They feel like they've been a fool. And they feel like they have been a fool because they have been so much in the negative aspects of this Emperor's energy with you. Wow, look at the correlation here. So beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for being so clear. This is what happens. If you are dominantly, if your vibration is dominantly in the more negative, despotic aspects of the Emperor, right? Because the Emperor has a lot of good qualities. Like on the one hand, they can be very clear, right? The Emperor's energy, that if a person is in the Emperor's energy in a positive way, they can be like amazing leaders. They can be very inspiring as leaders because they're visionaries, right? They may know how to lead. They may know how to inspire and influence others. They may be very organized. They may be very decisive. They have a lot of clarity, right? They have vision. But I feel your person, because we're getting this release, control, and believe in your good luck, it's like they may have taken this a bit too far, and they may have been kind of sitting in the more negative, despotic. And what I mean by that is like the Emperor, if they're not in the right energy, they can become a despot, which is somebody who wants to exercise control, somebody who wants you to turn to their way of thinking, being, and doing, right? And it's almost like coming from a sense of like, but I'm right, like I'm the one who's right here, so you should, so this is why we're getting this this energy of, this energy of power and the Hangman. I'm sorry, this is the Emperor, this is the Hangman. Sorry, I got too excited about the Emperor's energy. I meant to say this one. So this is power is the Emperor, sacrifice is the Hangman. So see, this is what happens. The more your person stepped into too much of this like assertive, opinionated, I need to control, I'm in the Emperor's energy, but not the good parts of the Emperor's energy, it really led them into a state of the Hanged Man when it came to your relationship, right? It put them between two worlds because they may have felt the stinging quality of your rejection because of that. Like you may have said, you know what, I'm just not going to take that. Like that's not where I wish to go. That's not the relationship I wish to be in. This is supposed to be a relationship between equal partners, not between the emperor and their subjects. Like, you know, right? So there was definitely some sort of like lack of balance of power, lack of balance of opinion that was not working well here in this connection. And this is why your person right now, in terms of you being on their mind, yes, they're going over in their mind over and over again, feeling like they were a fool to lose you over a power struggle. They were a fool to lose you and then now to be in limbo with you. Because I feel like there's an energy coming from this relationship right now that's a little bit of a limbo. Like both of you may have like, you know, step back, but neither of you know which way this is going now. Neither of you know which way to go. There may be some confusion about what should we do next? Who should say something? Like what's going to go on next? So there's like a lot of this limbo energy, things up in the air, things that are unresolved, things that are unspoken between the two of you. And I feel like there's a lot of that energy coming in. That's why we're having Hangman's energy. But the good part of your person being in the Hangman's energy is also that suspension of reality that is represented by the Hanged Man is also creating a space for enlightenment, right? So it's creating this energy of, okay, I may be in stasis right now, which means I'm like, nothing's going on here. Suspension, right? Suspension of reality, suspension of this relationship. It may be going nowhere fast right now, but this very, you know, temporary or this kind of a separation at this time also is giving them the opportunity for enlightenment. Okay, Hangman's energy, this energy right here is also the energy of I'm taking this break, or I've been forced to take this break, and it's giving me the opportunity to enlighten myself. It's giving me the opportunity to open up a new dimension of perspective, of understanding, of knowledge, or like seeking that vision, right? The way in which the emperor's energy, when the emperor is in good energy, is very clear on their vision. That is where this suspension right now, this hangman energy, is giving them the opportunity or the space to come back into that positive aspect of the emperor's energy where the vision is clear. Whereas I feel like right now the vision has been very murky, like the vision has been not clear at all. It's been very clouded. And that is why your person also right now, in terms of you being on their mind, all they're thinking about right now is having a new beginning with you with this fool's energy. You know, they want a do-over. They want to start again because they feel like their sense of, you know, what's been going on with this emperor's energy has really kind of made it made this relationship not what they were hoping that it would be. And so there's a sense of also taking ownership. Oh, see, we're getting this again. Oh, wow, look at this. Yeah, see, there's something here. So this is what I'm saying. Your person, no matter how much they have kind of struggled with that emperor's energy, struggling to always lead the way, see, be a leader, show others how it is done, you can help others. But the thing is, I feel like your person may have taken this a bit too far, leading too much, right? Okay, if that is your role in life, in your job, in your career, in your whatever, then I can understand that, but not in a relationship, right? Like you have to leave your bossy mentality at work if you're like a boss, right? You can't expect to be the boss in the relationship. So I feel like they kind of took this lead the way energy a bit too far. Now, there's also this energy here that I think is very positive, and it is this energy right here of epiphany, an epiphany to your higher self. This is so powerful because I feel like in order for your person to really get out of some of these more negative aspects of the Emperor's energy, this, need to either control or to dominate or to be the person whose opinion is more respected, or the person who is, quote, right? It's like they needed to have an epiphany about this relationship. They needed to have clarity, a light bulb moment as to why this has gone into some sort of struggle or separation, because you are very much on their mind. I think that initially they kind of struggled to understand why this wasn't working, because they couldn't see past their own perspective. They couldn't see past their own opinions, or even for some of them, they couldn't see past their own egos about things, right? So they really did need that. And something has happened here. I feel like something may have happened between the two of you that caused this epiphany to happen, as in whatever led to the struggle or whatever led to a separation was that light bulb moment. Even if it wasn't right there instantly in the moment, the time period in which you may have stepped back, the time period in which you may have little to no contact right now, is contributing, is helping to have this epiphany that, hey, now I'm starting to see the light as to what was it that I was doing here that was destructive. Because see, we're getting 7 deadly sins, humanity's destructive traits. Okay, so again, I feel like your person, they had certain destructive traits that they either were subconscious, like weren't as aware of as they should be. And I also feel that one of the reasons why they were not really conscious of those traits is also because it's almost like nobody's really ever called them out on those traits before. Nobody has ever really said to them, hey, wait a second, what you're doing, that's not right. Or like the way you're behaving is not right. I feel like for some of you, this is not for everybody. I'm getting this energy that your person may have come from a family that coddled them a lot, or like let them get away with things. Like a little bit of an energy of being spoiled. Like almost like, oh, my child can't do any wrong. Like, like they came from this, not really being called out, and always being made to feel that they're special and that they're different and that, they can do no wrong. And there's a little bit of that coddling energy for some of you. This is not for everybody, but I just feel like what that has done has put them more into this Emperor's energy, because sometimes when, children are raised that way without the balance of discipline, to go along with that, they can tend to develop kind of a false sense of their own power or their own sense of entitlement, right? For some of you, I do feel that your person has a little bit of an entitlement energy coming through here. But I feel like this is definitely a great spiritual lesson for them. Like, look at this, since we're getting all major arcanas, I feel like if they're coming from that energy, whether it comes from their family or not, the bottom line is that this is becoming a huge spiritual lesson for your person. They are not going to get out of this for free. There's no get out of jail free card here. They're going to have to work their way through why now they are coming up against a wall with you, that you are not going to tolerate this. You may have already called them out. And you may have been the first person to ever call them out on this, and it may have come as a real shock to them. Okay. And look at this, because we're getting look at this envy. I feel like I'm getting the energy for many of you. Your person has met their match. As in you, they have met somebody who equals them in their position of, power, self-empowerment, their position of self-confidence. I feel like they have met their match in you. Okay. And they've realized now that you're not going to back down like everybody else has in the past to them. Okay. You're not going to coddle them the way everybody else may have in the past. Right. So I feel like part of this envy energy is also that, again, I feel like for many of you, your person grew up a little bit spoiled, you know, it doesn't have to be by money. It can just be by attention, affection, you know, parents who made them feel like they can't do anything wrong, right? And that they're kind of used to being envied by people, or they're kind of used to being in that, like, you know, like that emperor's, like, look at me, like, you know, I'm hot shit, like, you know, like, and maybe they are, right? Maybe they are hot shit. That, I'm not saying they're not, but as in they have that sense of like, yeah, people are jealous of me, I'm really cool, I'm really smart. And again, you know, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, please don't say, oh, this is a narcissist. I'm not saying that at all. You know, some people have a healthy dose of self-confidence, and that is fine too. But the thing is that they have to also understand that if you take that in the wrong direction in a relationship, it's going to get you into trouble, right? It's going to get you into trouble, because you're not going to be able to work with your partner in a reciprocal, equivalent, effective partnership. It's going to you're always going to want to be the person with the last word, right? So let's get a little bit of clarification here, and then we will pull some more messages. So Spirit, I really want to clarify this energy of the Hanged Man here. Okay, so what is your person learning at this time? Like, what enlightenment knowledge, what new way of thinking as they are thinking about you? What are they learning from this like kind of temporary, you know, hangman energy for now? We have the Emperor. Oh my God. Wow, look at this. How many times are we going to get the Emperor here? Wow. Eight of Wands. Page of Wands. Wow. Okay, so see, we have this Hanged Man is clarified yet again by the Emperor, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So interesting, isn't it? Fascinating. So again, this is why I'm saying I feel like Spirit is really saying here that your person definitely struggles with, you know, these issues of, you know, power, of wanting to have control. And because of that, we're also getting them coming through very much in a Page of Wands energy. So this is a student of life. This is somebody who's still learning, finding their way. They may not be, you know, they're very passionate. They may have purpose. They may have many good qualities about what they want to achieve in life, but they can be a little bit immature in their sense of like a little bit of that superiority, right? But I feel like that sense of superiority does come from a bit of emotional immaturity, right? As they step into more maturity, as they step into releasing control and believing in the greater, you know, the higher vibration, stepping into a better version of themselves, hopefully that immaturity and that Emperor gone wrong will start to, you know, fade away. But I do feel with this Eight of Wands, they are looking for a quick resolution to whatever this issue is with you. They don't want to lose you. And with this Eight of Wands energy, I feel like they are impatient to resolve whatever conflict you guys are going through at this time. Like they want a resolution, and they don't want to be separated from you. That's the other thing. So let's take a look at, let's get some. Let's get some specific messages from them, and then we'll take a look at future energies here. What do they wish to do? See? Wow. All right. So here's the thing. Your person, especially if you've been in separation, they don't want to settle for less. Okay. Again, they're used to getting their way. They're used to having the best. You know, I feel like they're used to having like all the, like, you know, again, I don't mean this from a perspective of like money. I feel like they're used to having what they want and what they, in their opinion, believe is the best, whether it's the best person, the best relationship, the best job, the best situation. They want the best, okay? They don't want to settle. So they don't want to be away from you either. See, being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. See? And I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. So for those of you who are in separation, they are still watching. They're still thinking about you. They have not given up hope. They don't like being away from you. It's really hurting them. But they also know that they've hurt this relationship with their tendencies, right? They also are starting to realize that they have been unawakened, okay? And that their sense of being unawakened and being a little bit in that, immature Page of Wands energy has really led to, is leading right now to the process of epiphany. They are wakening up. They are wakening up to the extent where it's like they miss you too much to like pretend that they don't want to be with you. They can't do that. So that they don't want to settle. They don't want to settle for anything else or anyone less than you. It's like they have their eye on you. They have their desires set on you, and they are coming towards you. They want to use their free will, their choice, the decision they want to make is to come around and work this out with you, not like go on to the next person. So this does to me show at least some progress in the way they see things. At least they're not of the energy that, oh, well, I'm, look at me, like I'm so cool, I'm the emperor, blah, blah, blah. Not that they call themselves that, but you know what I mean? Like through their sense of, what they think of themselves, they're not saying, well, I can get anybody. I don't need you. If you don't want this, fine. Like I don't see that energy. So that I feel is progress. I feel like they're starting to think, hey, I was a little bit out of control here. I was a bit unawakened. I'm starting to understand that I missed out or am missing out on something incredible here. I don't want to settle for anybody else. I don't want to settle for less. I would rather work on my own behavior, my own spiritual awakening here. I would rather release control and surrender and have you back in my life. Okay, so that's the beautiful thing here. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created for you to give you more clarity, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next one.